Hi, welcome to Polyphonic Press. I'm Jeremy Boyd, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new album by the Decemberists entitled What a Terrible World, What a Beautiful World. Here we go. So this is the Decemberists' 7th studio album, and after a long hiatus, they finally reconvened this past year to play a music festival in Boston. After various solo projects and a long hiatus, they finally got back together, and in the summer they got back into the studio, and finally they came out with this album called What a Terrible World, What a Beautiful World. This album starts off with the song The Singer Addresses His Audience, and I really like this song, but I think it was kind of a weak opener, and it didn't really capture the interest for the album, and I thought that this song maybe could have been left into the middle of the album. I don't really know if it was the best way to open the album. I really do like the song, but I don't think it was the best energy to get the album started. It's a song essentially about the band themselves, sort of addressing their fans and sort of talking about how you shouldn't worship the band and how they're just regular people, and it's okay to like the music, but you shouldn't model yourself after like rock stars or something like that. The song has some layered textures too, and I really like the sort of psychedelic feeling at the end with the string section and all these different sort of sounds that are going on really capture the mood and really almost take you on a little journey right at the end. The song Make You Better is a really great song. I think it starts off really strong with just the singer and the electric guitar, and then after the first verse, or during the first verse, the drums come in and the whole band sort of picks up and just kind of lifts the song up into a whole other stratosphere. It is a kind of a slow build up for the intro, but what I like about this song is that it's clearly about something very specific, but it's not done in any details or anything like that. It sort of leaves it open, but you know it's definitely about something. And that's what I really like about songs like that, is they are clearly about something that the writer has gone through, but they leave the song open and sort of abstract enough that you can sort of relate it to something that's going on in your life. It don't really hit you over the head with what it's exactly about, but they sort of leave you clues and sort of let you fill in the blanks, and so it's easy to relate to, and it has that sort of universal appeal. The song The Wrong Year is a simple sort of roots rock kind of song. It kind of has something like a rootsy Wallflowers vibe going on with it. Something that the Decemberists are pretty well known for are these songs with organic production and layers of instruments, and I think that this song really exemplifies that. This is probably my favorite song on the album, and I like the textures that are created on this song with the accordion and just all these different layers and string sections and all these violins, but it's all organic. There's no real synthesizers or computer programmed instruments or anything like that. It's all organic instruments with real people playing real music. It's sort of a throwback to 60s folk rock, but not really, kind of a modern twist on it with the accordion, and it's just really cool. And it gets me excited because it's a way that you can create a huge production without having to resort to using a fake instruments. The song Easy Come, Easy Go is another favorite of mine, and what I really like about it is the Gretsch guitars. It really kind of sounds like the soundtrack to a spaghetti western or something like that. This is a story song, and what I like about Colin Meloy's songwriting is he can write a song like Make It Better, which is about really anything you can put your mind to it, but it's obviously a very heavy song. And then he comes along with something like this that's a story. It's kind of like a western kind of thing, and it's just a kind of a fun thing, and this sort of speaks to his diverseness as a songwriter and how prolific he can be. And the album ends with a beginning song, and it's a slow ballad kind of thing with the acoustic guitar off in the distance, and really this song couldn't have come at a better time. It kind of came a little too late, actually. I think this album has a lot of information on it, and by the time this song rolls around, you're really ready for the album to end. And I really like this song. It carries on for about 5.5, 6 minutes, but I really didn't feel myself getting bored with it. But it is the last song of a long album, and by the time this song comes on, it's a little exhausting. The production on this album is pretty organic. Although there are a lot of layers and a lot of things going on, there isn't any synthesizers. There's accordions and string sections and guitars and drums and bass and all these real instruments that are playing throughout the whole thing. There's hardly any keyboards or anything like that, which is kind of refreshing this day and age. And at the same time, it feels very full. It doesn't feel like it's a sparse or lo-fi album. It feels very full, and it kind of reminds me of a Phil Spector production. I really like this album, although there were a few things I probably would have done differently. The sequencing of the songs is a little off. I wouldn't have opened with the song that they open with, and it is a little long. It's 14 songs long, and it's a little under an hour. I think this album could have easily been 11 songs. I think there was definitely some fat they could trim. But other than that, it's pretty strong effort, so I'm going to give this album a 7 out of 10. So anyway, that's what I thought about the album. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe so you know when I post new videos. You can check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and you can help us out on Patreon. That would be really great. All those links are in the description, as well as the website, polyphonicpress.net. And that's about it. I'm Jeremy Boyd. Take it easy.